Liao Xin used an enchantment spell and said, "You know I like you. Let's do dual cultivation." The MC was shocked, blushed, and thought, "What's going on? Why do I suddenly want to get close to her?" She came very close to him, touched his face, then looked into his eyes and said, "Your body also wants to do dual cultivation." He wanted to stop her, but not a single word came out of his mouth. She slowly got on top of him and said, "Junior brother, I want this. Hold me tightly." He didn't want to do that, but he couldn't resist and held her tightly. She thought, "I got him," then came near his ear and said, "Just like that, come, I'll take you to paradise." But somehow he managed to resist an enchantment spell. He pulled his hand away from her and then pushed her away with force. She collided with the door and then fell to the floor, screaming loudly. A little bit of blood came out of her mouth. The MC looked at his hand and, for the first time, felt the power of cultivation. He thought, "The original host is a demon dog. Even though he has just transformed into human form as the first stage of the demon race, Starfire, he's equivalent to the Foundation establishment stage of human cultivators." Liao Xin stood up, holding her chest, and said, "Junior brother, are you crazy? Why did you push me? I've liked you for a long time, you know that." She thought, he Qingyang was a waste who hadn't broken through the first stage in 2 years of cultivation. How could he hurt me when I'm already at the peak of Foundation establishment? He came closer to her and said, "You've liked me for a long time, yet you used an enchantment spell on me, Sister Liao?" She looked at him with angry eyes and thought, How did he see through my illusions? A waste in the chi refining stage. The scene shifts to outside the dormitory. She screams, "What are you doing?" The MC throws her clothes, kicks her out, and sends her out of his room, then slams the door shut. He then thinks to himself, "Trying to suck my essence to benefit your lover? Do you take me for the naive fool that the original host was?" Sometime later, at Liushui Peak, the MC silently looks around the entire peak, hiding behind a tree. He searches for the barriers surrounding the peak, trying to find a way to escape from the sect. However, when he collides with the barrier, he realizes he cannot bypass it. Frustrated, he sits down, lost in thought. Just then, a girl appears. She effortlessly passes through the barrier. Both looked at each other and called each other's names. Introducing a new cute female character, an outer disciple of Liu Shui Peak. She is also an editor for Skyrealm Chronicles. She asked the MC, "Do you want to leave the mountain?" The MC, making excuses, said, "I got tired, so I sat down to rest for a while." Zheng Qingqing then started talking about the incident where the MC challenged the female lead. "I received a message from Chronicles, so I rushed back to write about it." Once again, the MC made excuses. "I hit my head that day. It's all just a misunderstanding." She held his hand and asked, "Tell me, do you have some past history with the female lead? If you tell me, I'll give you a low-grade spirit stone."